4 years ago, Tony Abbott was at pains to explain the difference between written and spoken promises.
The statements that need to be taken absolutely as gospel truth is those carefully prepared scripted remarks.
Would you agree that there is extra onus on you
Absolutely
to
right.
be accurate
Absolutely
and honest
right.
and make promises that can be trusted?
Absolutely right. But
at that time you couldn't.
In opposition, he had plenty of advice to offer the Gillard government on broken promises.
That's the problem with this Prime Minister. She said there would be no carbon tax under the government that I lead. There is a carbon tax coming. She said there would be a climate change people's convention to establish a deep and lasting convention. There is no people's convention.
Tony Abbott has long pledged the coalition will give Australians a grown-up government that keeps its promises, including during December's backflip over Gonski education funding.
I just want to stress there has been no broken promise and there will be no broken promises under this government.
So every school will get the same amount, Mr Abbott, as under the Gonski plan?
There will be no broken promises under this government.
On Tuesday, the Prime Minister refused to rule out a new deficit tax on higher income earners that is rumoured to feature in next month's budget. He says a new tax to reduce the deficit would not go against his election promise that there would be no new taxes.
Would you agree it would be a broken promise to increase taxation?
I think if there was a permanent increase in taxation, that would certainly be inconsistent with the sort of things that were said before the election.
So a temporary increase in taxation would not be a broken promise?
Well, Neil, look, there'll be lots of argument about all sorts of things in the budget, but I am determined to try to ensure, as far as I humanly can, that we keep faith with the commitments that we made to the Australian people before the election.